Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's Czar here. Today I wanted to go over a little bit of something different for you. Now, I know the first thing you're going to notice comparing the title to the gameplay you see, and you're like, "But wait, Czar, this is a Master Duel." Well, don't you worry about it. So, what we are doing here today is we have um, a Master Duel legal combo guide for the Lunalight Tri-Brigade deck that I am now going to go over with you in Dueling Book, purely because it's easier, and Master Duel does not have a way to display, only the cards in a vacuum and combo with them, if that makes sense. So as you can see here in Dueling Book, we have the means to just put a chick and a tiger in our hand, and nothing else, and show a combo this way. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna have to teach you is the bread and butter combo, the most basic vanilla version of anything you can do in this deck, and probably the least explosive, only because this deck benefits from the plays that allow you discard outlets a little more. Um, but we have just your basic Kaleido Chick Tiger combo here. Um, this is going to be representative of the two card combo you always want to reach, and every other card in our deck and every other form of combo is always meant to reach this state in some form of fashion. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on. I want to normal summon Chick. I'm going to use her effect. We're going to dump from our deck a copy of Yellow Martin. And then we're going to use Tiger, activate Tiger's effect, special summon back the Yellow Martin. From here, we are going to overlay these two for a copy of Raid Raptor 4 Strix. Now this is important for our combo because it helps us loop Tiger on our first turn just a little bit more. So we're going to detach Martin specifically. Make sure you detach Martin here because you'll need it, otherwise you'll get yourself stuck. We're going to add a copy of, where is he? Blackwing Zephyros. Now, typically, a lot of the times we want to discard him, but that's okay. We're playing cards nowadays with Tri-Brigade existing that will allow us to get him out of our hand and unstuck here, even without a discard outlet. So we're going to declare the effect of Yellow Martin, bouncing our Tiger to our hand, and special summoning the Yellow Martin. We are then going to, unfortunately in this one, we are going to lose the first Yellow Martin. This is why we play two. To her own effect, and we're going to banish her, special summoning Tri-Brigade Farragut. We're going to use her effect to special summon the Zephyros that we searched, and then we're going to activate Tiger again in the Pendulum Scale, and special summon out the Chick again. Now Tiger and Chick both are soft once per turns, so we're going to go ahead here and use Chick's effect again, dumping 4 cost, our second copy of Martin, so that way it's there for our follow-up. We're going to overlay these two, and now see, this is the part where it is a whatever you want to do sort of thing, because this deck is a toolbox deck on both the Link side and the Xyz side. So in this case, we're going to overlay for a copy of Time Thief Redoer here, but this can be anything you want. I could go into other things. I'll show you a different line that can help you extend a little further, a little differently. But for the most part here, we're just going to be showing you what gets you 2 Xyzes. So we're going to activate Redoer's effect so we can get this Zephyros into our grave, and then he'll be coming back in our end phase. We're going to use Zephyros' effect, special summoning himself, bouncing the Tiger back to our hand, and then reactivating the Tiger one last time, summoning the Chick one last time for this turn. We're just going to go ahead and thin our deck here so that way our deck has good draws. I always tend to do this. You don't have to if you feel like you want to keep Emerald Bird in deck, but I feel like this is the right play. We're going to dump the bird, overlay these last two for a Abyss Dweller to get our form of disruption on our opponent's, and then the form of a Floodgate. And then we're going to move to end phase. Redoer comes back. And we've got, this is a board. It's very basic. This, any 2 rank 4s, as well as the Abyss Dweller lock, with a guaranteed follow-up in the form of Emerald Bird, Martin, Chick all in grave by the time this is said and done. So this is very good. Give me one moment. I'm going to rewind the game state, and we are going to show you how to extend it a little differently. Okay, here we are. I've rewound the game state just a bit. We are going to, instead of overlaying with Zephyros, we are going to link all three of these off. They're going to get a link 4 in the form of Appaloosa. Appaloosa is going to get 3. She's going to have 2400 attack since 3 monsters were used to summon her. Here you would have the option to cycle a card with Farragut. This is very important. Don't forget to use this. It helps you see power cards you can't search. And then from here we have negates on board in case our opponent wants to drop a Nibiru at some point, or otherwise we just have 3 monster negates. Powerhouse in case of something like 3 monster negates in the case our opponent's playing something like Virtual World. It's a powerhouse against Virtual World, prevents them from putting anything on board pretty much whatsoever. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. From here you would do the same combo. You'd Zephyros bounce, Kaleidochick bounce, and then make a Abyss Dweller here. This is probably a little better because you're guaranteeing yourself 3 negates and the block as opposed to just a Time Thief Redoer, which is stickier. Time Thief Redoer is a hard monster to out. He's dodgy if your opponent is playing something that doesn't kill very quickly, and if your opponent's playing a deck with any traps in it, he's a recursive disruption as well in the form of spinning back to the top of the deck. So make that call. This is probably typically better, but yeah, let's show you in general what we can do otherwise. Okay, next up we have one piece, the starter piece for each of our engines here. But as you can see, this is in a hand assuming we don't have any way to access Tiger. We don't have Foolish Burial Goods to dump Perfume. We don't have Tanky. We don't have Tiger itself hard drawn. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to activate the Fractal effect in hand. We're going to send him to the graveyard. We're going to go through our Tri-Brigade loop. We're going to dump Kit, use Kit's effect. We're going to dump Nerval. Where is that guy? There he is. We're going to use Nerval's effect and grab just another copy of Fractal. So all this did was it loaded up our grave for us. We're going to normal summon Fractal. Use his effect. We're going to banish. These are my 2 preferred banishes, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to special summon out the Farragut. We're going to use Farragut's effect to summon the Chick from hand. We're going to go ahead and get our Chick dump, because we always want to use these to get our graves loaded. Let's see. Martin the Grave. And now we're going to overlay these 2, Beast Warrior, for Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. Now what this guy's going to do is on summon, he's going to fetch us a copy of Fire Formation Tanky directly from deck and set it to our spell and trap zone. From here we can activate the Tanky as you might expect, and this will net us a search for the Tiger we are missing. From here we activate our Tiger, bring back the Martin, and we can link everything off for the Appaloosa, and end on the same board as before. Triple monster negate and a graveyard lock. So yeah, that's the extent of this combo. Now let me show you real quick. So everything is a variation of this combo in this deck, and the power of this deck is in the recursion you get with Tiger. So Tanky, Foolish Burial Goods, Lunalight Perfume, Kaleidochick hard drawn, Tiger card hard drawn, Tri-Brigade Fractal. All of these are 3 copies of a card in your deck that help you facilitate doing the exact same combo, and I only went on my way to show you this one in particular because it's a different line to help you seek out those Lunalight pieces you are missing. That being said, though, let me show you something a little different. This deck is at the bread and butter level, the base level 2-card combos, but let me show you something a little more, if say you have access to what I would call a nutty hand. Okay, so as you can see here, I've set it up so that way we've drawn Chick, Fractal, and Perfume this time around. Perfume lets you banish from grave to add a Lunalight monster from deck to hand and discard a card. So in this case in particular, we're going to do things a little different. We're going to start, instead of with Fractal, with the normal summon of our Chick and use her effect. We're going to dump the Martin as usual. This will never change. We're going to activate the Perfume in our hand. We're going to get the free Monster Reborn for Tiger. And then in this situation, we're going to overlay now with these two for our Force Strix. So we're going to detach the material from Force Strix. In this particular situation, it actually does not matter which material, because we've got so much room for extension just by drawing Fractal and Perfume that we won't get ourselves stuck, unlike in the bare bones combos I showed before. So we're going to use the Force Strix, and we're going to search the one of Zephyros again. Let's see. Alright, and then this time we're going to activate the Perfume, banish it in the graveyard, discard the Zephyros we just searched to get it in the graveyard for its effect, and we're going to use the Perfume when it resolves to get the copy of Tiger we so desperately need. So now we're going to activate the Tiger. I hate when that happens. We're going to revive the Chick. Chick's effect's negated off of the summoning of Tiger, but her effect is not what matters. Her cost is what's important. So we're going to go ahead and declare her effect to copy the name from deck, and get the dump, even though the effect itself is negated. And then from here, we're going to go into, I'll give you exactly one guess. That's right, it's Tri-Brigade Farragut. We are going to summon her out. We are going to use her effect in just a moment. We're going to now go through our Tri-Brigade loop, get the Fractal offloaded, the graveyard up. So we're going to Fractal, dump Kit, dump Nerval, or banish Nerval, and then add another copy of Fractal. So this has just loaded up our graveyard, and Fractal is our Beast Warrior level 4 that's kind of bridging our decks. So let me fix this for a moment. Okay, that's where he should be. We're going to use the effect of Farragut here. We're going to special summon the Fractal. Now, in some builds here, you could go into Bear Brum and then save your plays for leaking off into Appaloosa last and getting a Revolt search. I'm actually, at the moment, not playing Revolt, not playing Bear Brum. I'm just purely opting to make Tri-Brigade a Link Toolbox part of the engine and not like the Disruption part of the engine. So we don't have access to that in my current build, but it is an option. I just wanted to make you aware. So here we are going to declare the effect of Fractal. We're going to banish cards we don't really need, like Force Strix and Nerval. We're going to summon for free the copy of Double Dragon Lords. So now this is a free disruption on our opponent's turn by sending any card in our hand or field to bounce a card they have. So that's very good. Okay, so now from here, we've got this. We're going to use Martin Engrave, special summon, bouncing the Tiger. We're not going to link or Xyz or anything just yet, because we're going to make Appaloosa here, and we don't want to lose our Martin, since we don't have to her own effect to banish when she leaves the field when she summons this way. So we're going to activate Tiger again, summon the Chick one last time. Just go ahead and get our grave filled up a little more. We're going to dump the Emerald Bird in with this instance of Chick. And then we're going to link off specifically the Chick, the Farragut, and the Fractal for Appaloosa. Now, it's worth noting that if you don't think Appaloosa is applicable in the matchup, you can always opt not to make Appaloosa, and you can instead opt to make your Dagda line in that instance and get yourself an extra rank 4 because you're not using as many materials. But, you know, if I showed you every single, like, slight variation of branch, we could be here for hours. So yeah, that's that. Next, we are going to special summon Zephyros, bouncing this to our hand. Let's see. We can overlay for anything here. We're going to go for Abyss Dweller again, of course. And at this point, if this was Infinite Impermanence or this Ash was any other form of extension, you could go one more rank 4 deep of your choice. But in the hand that I chose, this is what we're ending on. We're ending on triple Monster Negate, Abyss Dweller for Graveyard Lock, a Bounce, and we're going to set this Imperm, so we're going to have an on-field effect Negate and an Ash Blossom in hand, with Tiger protected in our hand for follow-up, and distinctly not on the field, so it can be destroyed and lost. So yeah, it's very powerful, it's very recursive. Your opponent has to break this, and they will almost definitely not be killing you through this board at any point. So, yeah, this is a combo guide for this. If you guys want to see more, I will be more than happy to post you some more intricate combos in a longer video later down the line. But yeah, this is it for the Master Duel combo guide. I'm actually going to release, if you have any interest in the real TCG format, a combo guide for this exact deck. But taking into consideration the different, limitations. Like, we only have one Tiger, one Tinky. But yeah, I'm going to release a combo guide for the TCG version, as well as a deck profile, because I placed first at my locals with the deck, just this past couple days. So yeah, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me some ideas. Let me know what you want to see, because I'm here for you. And yeah, peace.